You know, I low-key hate pumpkins, but I guess that life takes you in strange places, so here I am with two of the first few videos I created focused around the dissection and or consumption of pumpkins. At this rate, I may successfully gaslight myself into liking them. I think that the first step to making pumpkin seeds is to clean them. Not really sure how to do that, but I just picked the big pieces out and then I put some water in it to help get the smaller pieces out. When cleaning the seeds, I was putting them on a paper towel so that I could dry them off. It turns out that they stick to paper towels pretty easily though, so I ended up spending about 30 minutes trying to peel them off the paper towel without any getting pieces on it. If any of my friends are watching this, and you got a little paper towel in your pumpkin seeds, just know it's your fault for eating that seed specifically. I didn't warn you that there was paper towels on them, but you should have known. So I guess make better choices next time. There weren't too many seeds that I got from the 3 pumpkins, but honestly that's probably a good thing. I'm making the recipe up as I go, so if I mess up then there won't be too much of a food waste. Even if they don't turn out great though, I'll still probably eat them all. Not because I like them, but because I refuse to admit that something I made could be bad, and so I'll eat them with defiance. Once I was finally done with taking the pumpkin seeds out of the water, I gathered them all up into a bag so that I could marinate them. It's recommended that you soak the pumpkin seeds, so that's what I did. I forgot to record it though, so you'll just have to trust me, bro. I occasionally use Reddit, so I got that credibility. The marinade I'm using is teriyaki marinade. Go figure. Who could have guessed that in order to make teriyaki pumpkin seeds, I would be using teriyaki. Because teriyaki's a pretty strong flavor, I decided to only let them marinate for a little bit to try and keep the flavor a little more mild. I'm not a huge fan of strong flavors, maybe it's an anorexia thing, or maybe I'm too white when it comes to spices, but either way I don't want them to be too strong. So I figured a shorter marinating time would be the best fix for that. So after a week I pulled them out of the fridge, spread them out on a pan, and put them into the oven. This was going to be my first time using this oven. I've mostly avoided using it because it heats up the whole house and I happen to be a slut for the cold. The last video I made where I was carving pumpkins low-key got shadow banned. I think it's because I put the fuck word on the thumbnail and YouTube doesn't really like it when you do those sorts of things. So now the only way to find it is to click the link from the shorts I made. I changed the thumbnail, but it looks like the damage is done, so now it just has a few views and isn't being recommended anywhere, and I find that hilarious. Part of me thought about researching how to make pumpkin seeds, but decided that I am a strong, independent man, so I don't need no recipe to tell me how to live my life. I'm sorry, that was a lie. I ended up asking my friend for her recipe. I was told that the best way to cook them would be to put it in the oven and take it out every 10 minutes. It ended up taking 40 minutes to cook all the way. The first time that I took them out, I had a learning moment where I touched them and realized that things that come out of the oven are in fact hot. Burning my fingers must have made them somewhat numb to the pain though, because by the 4th time I took them out, I was able to touch it fine with my hands. I figured I'd share the seeds with my friends since I don't really eat much, and it turns out that a lot of my friends don't like pumpkin seeds. One of them's even allergic to them, fucking loser. So most of them didn't even want to try it. Luckily, one of their kids really likes pumpkin seeds and thought that the teriyaki ones are great, so I pawned them all off onto him. In all honesty though, the pumpkin seeds ended up being so much better than I thought they would. I thought that they were going to taste like shit, but now I'm low-key wishing I bought more pumpkins. I guess I'll just have to wait till next year though. Just kidding, I'm an adult, I can do what I want. I'm making some more tomorrow. God, I love pumpkins.